Who gon' step out me? Who gon' step?
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Shepard now from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Fire down these two. Hey, 43. 15. Hey, Sunday.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. This pass complete to Melton. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And not just speed, not just their physical skills. You know what pulls it all together for this secondary? Their smarts and communication. They play really well as a unit.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. He's in the space past the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Bo Melton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It's caught by Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside 45. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ortiz. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Ortiz. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 41 yards. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and a yard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, he comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that. Now he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Come and see it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Check smash. Check smash.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Bills at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Got his open man. It's Mallory. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Chiefs 14, Bills 7.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. play action. It's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mahomes to throw once more. Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Mahomes. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get it. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Right there. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
On the set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 25.
It's a gain of 35.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
They've got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Bo Melton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bill 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Warriors 70.
2nd and 4. He's going to wind up and air it out. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Street, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Back to throw. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection That's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Will Mallory. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Bills 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go. Take it to the house. There's a leg. Take it to the house. Okay, break.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
19 tight. 18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Hey. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Bills 7.
This could be it. This could be the turning point. Let's go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Take it to the house. Look for the blocks. The blocks. Take it to the house. Go. Take it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion right is Davis. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Broncos. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19, Cup 19, Buffalo 18, set, Temple, set.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
That's not what I saw. Find these officials. Get off the field. Wait. Come on, Brett. How about that?
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play. And now their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this 3rd quarter. But it's just not clicking right now. And it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kadarius Toney,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Chiefs have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Bills 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after the
City.
touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line.
This pass complete to Melton.
And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
That's to the tight end, Mallory.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Go, take it to the house. Come on, break it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A give right side for Pacheco. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
15.
They'll try to run this one in. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney from a yard out. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds they've had.
And now here is another interception.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Swan.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes.
This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs continue to pour it on here in the fourth. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This boy, focus! Take it to him! Give everything you got!
Ready, set! Ready, ready!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bates. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 70 Rangers! 70 Rangers!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break. And you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go!
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30.
And the Bills first down.
And this is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, come on!
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80! Let go!
Up the middle they go. Bates. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go!
On 3rd down, it's Bates. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Go check! Go check! Panther Street! Panther Street! Hey! Smash Broncos! Ready!
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now Melton on the jet sweep. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Kansas City, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.